Surf Southern Utah. What?
Did the INL have a thirst trap in their Insta story?
A kid from Firth goes viral. Find out why.
And the nerdiest mall in America is just one state over.
Right here, right now, tonight on a brand new IFAF.
IFAF, Idaho Falls Local, Independent, Alternative Media, with Mike Nelson and Karley Morgan.
Welcome back, and good evening, ungovernables, outliers, independent thinkers. Hit that like button, subscribe, rate, comment, whatever you'd like to do to let the algorithm know you're into Idaho Falls infotainment, opinion, bad jokes, and dad jokes. Can we open the...
Oh, go for it, please. I was so pleased when I came over and saw that you'd gotten the mini cans.
The little mini, the cute ones.
Yes.
With only 100 milligrams of caffeine.
I was going to say, I especially like them being that small because that, fail. But no, I was just really pleased because the 200 milligrams are way too much.
Yeah.
I drank one by myself once, and
Greg.
I was so shaky the whole day. I kind of couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was
too
also
much. You monster.
Right. I guess that's why they call them monsters.
Greg must be built different. I don't know.
I can't imagine.
He gave us a hard time on YouTube for 200 milligrams ain't shit.
Yeah, right. I feel like I know stoners who would say that too.
Mm-hmm. Like the guy in the store when we went to the Oregon coast.
Yeah. That was kind of crazy.
We went into one just for funsies.
Yeah. There was a guy there who was saying that he would take 400 milligrams of gummies right before going into work and be just fine.
What?
You know, though, I feel like that's probably one of the few jobs that you could actually probably do better if you were a little stoned. You know, another one, for some reason popping into my head, car wash attendant.
Huh.
I feel like if they were stoned, they'd be cool enough to like kind of keep things moving, but also be detail oriented enough because they'd get stuck on a little spot and
yeah, you can't hyper focus.
Yeah.
I hear. I feel like being stoned at a car wash as an employee would be a quick way to get spun in one of those deals.
Okay, wait, that's a really good point. I was not thinking work safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to work stoned is probably just not a good idea.
I'll tell you why I thought of that in a minute or two. Boy, we're gonna go places tonight. Mm-hmm. Mostly Utah.
Lots of Utah.
And a lot of video tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun. Anyway, you thought it was fall? No, even though we're drinking a Lonnie Witch's Brew, no, it's still late summer.
Oh, yeah.
Today feels a little like fall, but then the rest of the week, highs in the upper 70s. So It is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
In fact, we're recording this on Friday, September 12th.
Yes.
It is my birthday.
It's your literal actual birthday.
Birth anniversary. We got to play the clip. Now at this point, the obligatory clip. Here we go.
Excuse me, would you mind keeping it down? We're having my son's birthday party over here.
Yeah, sure, honey. What's his name?
Mikey.
Happy birthday, Mikey! Yeah!
That's right, Mikey. Happy birthday.
All right. I woke up this morning tagged in this clip from Roddy TV. Let's watch. Is the name Mike suddenly cool and new and hip and relatable?
Is it?
Do you have any sort of cognitive dissonance about this? It's like porn for a great cause. Let me do my Roddy impression.
Yeah, that's a good one. There you go.
Yeah.
You look very relaxed. Very, very chill.
What's up? Broadcasting is owned by conservative ownership who has to go to church on Sunday, and people from their cul-de-sac focus group will say, I heard your guys making dick jokes. Breaking and entering for cancer patients. Speaking of American Primeval, I just watched, the guy was on Rogan, don't judge me, it just came up in the algorithm. Murder for the children. I had a roommate with a cat, and it always wanted to come into my room and pee on my clothes. In East Idaho, we got a lot of first annuals, not so many second annuals. Lot of Mikeyisms in there.
Yeah. It does really make me wonder how long he's been saving those clips up for. Is this something where last night he's like, oh shit, Mike's birthday is tomorrow, and he sat there and he scrubbed through video after video? Or has he been just like kind of passively saving funny things you say as you say them?
Yeah, and I've always wanted to do that too, by the way, Roddy. I've always wanted to do like a compilation. I don't know, in that so what you just heard, if you're just listening, it was just a bunch of clips.
Yeah.
Of me cocking off, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Spouting
Mike
Mikey
being
philosophy from time to time.
Right.
Anyway, Roddy, that was an unexpected, generous, warm, thoughtful, time-consuming, I'm sure, tribute.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah. And I like the
Yeah, right?
in the middle of that sound there.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice, unexpected. And
Thoughtful.
yeah, you really did make my day.
Yeah.
Roddy had the anti-AI art contest.
Yes, which I thought was brilliant.
And quite honestly, we could be the show that uses AI art. And I love that you like the realness. We sit and bitch and moan about how AI is taking all the creative jobs.
Right.
But we still use it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's just the tool you need to get the job done.
Yeah.
I hate to feed the machine.
I do too.
But I mean, it feels like there's just no winning in the end.
Anyway, the contest has a winner. Check this shit out.
It was pretty badass.
Ruben Hernandez, 915 Red Rum on Insta, did this parody of the NWA Straight Outta Compton album cover.
So good. So well done. I love the expression, especially on Maddie Danger's face.
He's got her as a vampire.
It's
Roddy
sick.
looks badass. He looks like some
Yeah.
sort of, I don't know, grizzled detective.
He kind of reminds me of the two guys in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just sort of seems like one of those guys who goes and helps out at a scene before it becomes a crime scene.
Oh, like the wolf.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, he could be Vincent and or Jules and or the wolf. The guy who causes the mayhem and the guy who cleans it up.
Yeah, right.
And then Christian and then Maria from Aguas Maria. Oh, funny story about her.
Oh, right.
She commented on our sneeze kink video
It sounds gross when you say it like that.
on TikTok. You sneezed. We caught it on tape. I clipped it. I put it up. I thought it was funny.
Right.
And she said, oh, God, I can sometimes sneeze 10 times in a row.
Right.
And then she got some thirsty dudes in her DMs. She
It
got
was
a bunch
weird.
of profile views. You know how TikTok tells on you?
Yes.
In fact, yeah, if you've looked at the IFAF TikTok account from your profile, we know it. We've seen you.
So funny. Well, and I will say,
Major radio station morning show person. And, a few others.
we won't call them all out.
X or
Yet.
two. Yeah, all right.
And I will say, I think that was one of my daintier sneezes.
Mm.
Because, I kind of have crazy old man sneezes sometimes. But it was funny to see some of the comments in there. There was one asking if I did foot photos.
We had two. Two
Yeah.
people saying, oh, well, if you do, apparently they go hand in hand.
Which I get. I do get.
If you can put some pepper on your feet.
Yeah. Okay.
And just
I actually did have a guy ask me to do some footwork for him once.
before these two.
Yeah, before this. But he actually made a serious offer. He wanted to offer me $50 to cover my feet in dirt and worms and then put on socks while talking about how gross and smelling my feet were.
Oh, not enough, right?
Right. And I did think about it. But then I was like, okay, what if I accidentally hurt a worm? Then I'm going to feel bad about that. What if, I have to spend money going out and getting night crawlers or time going out and digging them up and I've got to get dirt and new socks and
So no moral or ethical objection, just it was cost prohibitive.
Right. Cost prohibitive. And it just didn't really seem worth the while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just didn't.
It's wild.
Kind of funny,
Right. Also in the artwork, Dylan, who looks badass.
So badass.
And Oscar at the top and upside down there. Anyway, you can watch the interview with Ruben on the Roddy TV YouTube channel. Link in post. The episode is out today, I believe. Art contest winner is
That's
what
cool.
it's labeled. Yeah.
And congrats. Good job, dude.
Yeah, he won some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Comments and follow-ups. Vegas. as predicted, has started rolling out deals amid their tourism slump. We've been talking about how they had 3 declining quarters
Right.
in terms of arrivals at the airport and, of course, tourism dollars.
Yes. I wonder if they brought back the $5 prime rib.
Right, yeah.
That's what I want.
Honestly, it made me think of the McDonald's extra value meal.
Yes. Which,
And-
by the way, was not that good of a value, I thought.
This time around, no. Like, okay, and by the way, do you remember I predicted that?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we established last year at the height of the corporate price gouging disguised as inflation that McDonald's was among the worst offenders. If inflation was going up like this
Right.
on a standard XY graph, McDonald's inflation was kind of doing this.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
going up higher, faster on the curve. And I said, you just watch. They're going to introduce value menu items again and be the hero that saves the day and totally
Right.
get you, American consumer. Don't forget,
Yes.
they were gouging you 14 months ago.
Exactly. Well, and like I was saying too, like I think the cheapest meal on there is like $7.99. You know?
Yeah, it's $8.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on.
value meal?
When you say value meal, I'm thinking like $3, $4, $5.
$4.99.
Somewhere in there, you know? Yeah, I want it to be cheap. I want to be able to use one bill and one bill only and not have it be a 20.
Thrive.
Yes.
Write down any number.
Yeah.
It should be $3
Yes, I love it. Perfect.
for the extra value meal. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives star Taylor Frankie Paul is the new Bachelorette. Ah.
Wow, that must be so fun for her.
This is a follow-up, of course, to The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on Hulu. We don't have a season 2,
I
right?
just want to know.
Or no.
No, we do have a
We do have
season 2. Yeah.
Did we watch it all?
Yes.
Okay.
You watched it all. I didn't quite finish it yet.
Oh,
I suck. It's okay.
because it's all the same shit.
It is. Exactly, it is. You know, and I was going to say, too, I wonder who's going to be babysitting her kids? Like, are they just going to stay with
Right.
dad the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said that she kind of looks like Francine from Arthur,
Okay.
but she's a monkey, right?
I kind of know what you mean because they're like, okay, you know the main female monkey in Planet of the Apes?
Okay, yeah. A hot monkey.
Right. Like, she was designed to be an attractive character. Although, to be fair, if you stare at any human face long enough, we look like monkeys.
That's true.
Like, I've definitely done that a few times with people, and, like, you can't unsee that.
When you stare into the abyss
A monkey stares back.
long enough, it stares back into you. Or maybe she looks like a labubu. I don't know. You be the judge.
Okay, yeah. I can see it.
It is with great sadness that we tell you that Tanner Scoresby, remember this time last week was Tanner Scoresby Day.
Yes.
He passed away the day after, September 9th. There was a bunch of green ribbons on fences and along 21st Street.
Yes. Yeah, that was part of sort of a show of support for him.
Well, I'll say what we're all thinking, and that is cancer.
Yeah. It's just sad.
It is sad. And I know he'll be sorely missed. It was just such a great tribute, a real outpouring from the community.
Right.
It's a testament to,
And it's so crazy how fast it went.
yeah.
You know, a year ago he was playing sports, he was doing great, and then, you know, he just disintegrated so fast, you know?
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Well, our thoughts and feelings and vibes and prayers are with the family.
He deserved a lot more time.
Okay, it's going to get dark in here. We'll apologize in advance and we'll try to just... Yeah. This is the cloudy part of the show.
Yeah.
In like Winnie the Pooh, this is the rain, rain, rain came down, down, down. It's a little scary for kids. Let's start with a follow-up on the Camden Daly story. A couple of news organizations, not just a news source in a trust, although they, led the way in my feed anyway. A couple of news organizations said, whoa, social media influencers or reactors or whatever. You've got all the details wrong. Camden Daly was never convicted of grape. He was never convicted of anything sexual that would put him on that sex offender registry. I guess we will just use the adult words here.
Yeah.
And they said, this just goes to show a basic misunderstanding of how people view the legal system. No, it doesn't, you tone-deaf
Butts.
journalists. People are upset that the original charges were 2 counties, both filed 1 count of felony lewd conduct with a child. It went to mediation. The mediation was exhausting for both parties, mostly the victim.
Of course.
Who's
'Cause
still
why
a
wouldn't
minor,
it be?
right? Camden refused the sex offender registry. He did?
Which seems like that shouldn't just get to be something you can refuse.
That's the thing. So the victim had a choice to make, like, well, I know this guy would be put on that if we went to trial, but in order to avoid a trial,
Right.
an already exhausted victim, as we understand the story, wanted to avoid that. So in the end, it got dialed down to 2 counts of felony injury to a child in only 1 county. That's what people are upset about. Now, yes, social media people, including us, should get our shit straight. And I know sometimes we haven't.
Right. But
I'll
we
go
do
back
come
and listen to an
fix it where
episode
we
and go,
can.
oh, damn.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what this segment is for.
Yes.
Anyway, I had to, I don't know, chortle, guffaw, breathe air out of my nose when I saw the headline, oh, these people are upset because they got their facts wrong.
No,
I'm pretty sure they were upset at the injustice because we all think we know anyway what would have happened had it gone to trial.
Right.
All right. So that's one true crime thing that happened. And then the next 2...
You know, it's been kind of a crazy month lately. Yeah.
Last week was a crazy month, wasn't it?
Yeah. I feel kind of bad because, like, man, for a birthday month, it's been a big downer.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
And there have been worse years.
Well,
Too soon?
I mean, now that you mention it, good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a lot.
September 11th, September 12th, babies, where you at?
Oof, yikes.
Did you see Irina Zarutska, a 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee on the bus? Did you see that?
I did.
23 years old. Came here 3 years ago. So she would have been 20, right?
Yeah.
August 22nd, she's riding a train in Charlotte, minding her own business, staring at her phone.
Right.
After a hard day at work, the pizza place. There's a dude behind her. I've got his name. 34-year-old Carlos Brown. He gets up. Train's still moving, or it's coming to a stop, maybe? He gets up. He grabs the railing behind her. And he lifts his hand, and that's where all the news outlets stop the footage.
Right.
So what do you think I did?
You went and found the full thing?
And I'm so sad that I did.
Right.
And kids, I just want to talk to you for a minute because I had forgotten about these sites that I used to visit in the early 2000s.
Right.
They're still there.
Sure.
In case you're wondering. And kids, if you ever go look up the gore videos, hopefully it's not too late, but I just want to throw a PSA out there and say there are some things you can't unsee.
Yeah. Now, I will say one thing that I think that the full video can help illustrate is the fact that after she was attacked, no one really came over to check on her or try to stop him or anything. And I get that probably people were scared.
Let's talk about what happens after the news freezes the arm up.
Right.
He stabs her 3 times, left, center, right.
Yes.
In the chest. And then walks away.
Right.
And then you watch her. And she looks up. So imagine how stunning that would have been. What the hell just happened to me?
Yes.
Oh, now I see movement. That's a guy. He doesn't look like he just stabbed me.
Right.
I look down. I'm bleeding. She couldn't even process what had happened.
Right. Clearly in shock.
15 seconds. Sat there in her chair. And then slumped over.
Yeah.
Onto the floor.
That was the thing that bothered me the most, I think, was that in those last few seconds, there wasn't anyone who like rushed over to help her or try to help her, because chances are there probably wasn't a ton that a random citizen could have done. But it just felt so unseen.
The look on her face, it broke my heart.
Right.
She sort of like, why?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she died before she could even process it.
Probably.
She passed out first. And then he wanders the train and says, I got the white girl or white woman.
Right.
This dude, 14 criminal cases since 2007, 3 felonies.
Which I do.
Why?
Yeah. Well, and I do understand why people might not have felt like they could or should approach him, because they probably shouldn't have. He was clearly dangerous. But once he walked away, I don't know why it took people so long to try to help her.
I think it took 30 seconds before somebody approached her and realized what had happened.
Right.
But it was so fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, then the school shooting in Colorado, that was September 11th. The gunman wounded 2 people, and then...
Yeah, one was critically injured. One actually was able to leave the hospital that night. Then he did die of a self-sustained wound. With that story, the thing that bothers me the most is that this kid's like, he's 16, you know? How did he even get this gun? Was it a gift from his parents? Yeah. Were they not tracking what he was doing online? Like,
are we going to find out? I think that might be something we find out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, especially in situations like school shootings and stuff. I feel like there has to be some kind of way to prosecute parents that weren't paying attention, you know? If that's what was happening.
Yeah. And then, of course, the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Now, again, we're recording this on Friday, September 12th.
Right, so this is relatively fresh.
Comes out Monday, September 14th. There's a couple of days of information, so we're really not going to try to inform you. We just found out today.
Yeah.
Tyler Robinson is the accused, the alleged gunman.
Right.
So Charlie was in Provo at a university, which used to be places of public discussion, discourse, debate. And now it's a safe place for people with only the same opinions.
Well, and I disagree with that a little bit. I still think there can be some, but
I
also get what you mean.
I want to say that we and everybody else listening is probably in that 80%. Where we're reasonable Americans. And then there's the 10% on the far right, 10% on the far left.
Sure.
Those are the people creating all the ruckus.
Yeah.
Especially those people, I don't know, celebrating the death. Now, I get it. You think he said some mean, hateful shit. I totally get it. And you got to be careful when it comes to believing somebody deserves to die when they just used their words. See the difference? If you don't, we're in trouble.
I mean, I will say, I think that the way that this played out isn't going to really work out for either side very well.
No, how do you think the Hatfields and the McCoys started?
Right. Wow, good reference.
How do you think, honestly, Israel and Palestine started?
Right. But yeah, basically, it's just going to cause even more derision. You know, it's going to cause even more chaos, upset. And frankly, I just don't see how this is going to work out well for either side. I think it's just going to cause more derision, more chaos. And I do think that him being killed in this way will sort of turn him into a martyr. So even those who, you know, do disagree with him, I think that this action being taken wouldn't have helped the other side as much as, for example, if he would have been held accountable for some of the not so nice, some of the shitty things he said.
You know, those cute little memes, sometimes cute, sometimes serious, and that's when I got radicalized or whatever.
Right.
Congratulations. You've now created a martyr.
Yeah. Like if he would have been held accountable in a court of law where, you know, all of the right steps were taken, then I think that that would have looked better for his opponents than this does.
The thing is, we have to, and apparently some people don't. I thought everybody knew the rules of engagement. You return with like kind.
Right.
If somebody uses words, you use words.
Right.
Now, if somebody uses bullets, you use bullets.
Right.
I'm all for that. But you don't return words with bullets.
Yeah.
That's not how we do things. And in this age, you had talked, I don't know if it was on the pod or off, but you had talked about how it's a 24-hour news cycle and it's sensationalized.
Yes.
And everything that's hyperbolic is what gets the views and the points and the
exactly. So
engagement.
It almost makes you wonder how many of the really horrible things that he said were things that he really held true to, were like his actual core beliefs, or was he being hyperbolic to get the views and get the, attention so that he could earn good money?
I think it's in the same quote as the one I said earlier by Nietzsche.
Right.
That ends with, and when you stare long enough into the abyss, it stares back into you. The rest of that, before that, is, and this is one of my favorites, and you'll see why. Be careful when fighting monsters that you do not become one yourself. You're fighting the good fight. You're fighting the holy war, right? You feel just, you feel right. So somebody says something you don't like, and it's okay to assassinate them in front of their wife and children.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the worst part of all of this is that his kids were present.
Yeah.
Like that part just makes my skin crawl and makes me feel really bad because it was gruesome.
I don't know if you saw the story, and maybe it's not even real. I don't even know it's real anymore. I sometimes read shit and go,
I know. Everything's
that
rage
seems
bait,
like something
clickbait.
AI would come up with.
Right.
Like one of his kids, because he was young. By the way, he's only like a year older than you, right? Or
he's like 31, 32, somewhere in there.
And so one of his kids was like wanting to run up the crowd was reacting to a shot ringing out.
Right.
In a crowd. One of his kids wanted to run up to daddy because that's who protects him.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. I don't know. It just sucks. I just can't see this turning out good for anyone, and it's...
Yeah.
I wish that it could have been, I wish that everything would have just been handled differently. I wish that the world wasn't such a shit place. It would be really nice if we could just have a few moments with no chaos and no fighting, where everyone was just buddies for just a day.
Maybe this week.
Yeah. Right.
Shit, we didn't even get to talk about Trump's stroke face.
Right.
On 9/11.
What was up with that?
His speech seemed to go fine, but his resting face, I mean, like, the right side of his face was drooping. I mean, there was no question.
Well, maybe, though, he just
Photos and video.
Maybe he just got lots more sun exposure on that side for his entire life.
Oh, my God. I just, seriously, though, between the Ukrainian and the Charlie Kirk video and that website that I should not have spent so much time on.
Right. Trying to find those.
I don't know if how can you possibly sit on a train in front of somebody you don't know?
Right.
At least for the next month or two.
Yeah.
I had Wu-Tang Clan protect your neck. You best protect your neck.
It's hard because, like...
Going through your head.
Going
through my head.
No, you're right. I mean, I do, not to sound too wide-eyed and optimistic, I do generally believe that people are good and want to be good. I think that even the bad guys think that they're doing the right thing. The bad guys don't know they're the bad guys. That's
what I'm saying. Don't become a bad guy. Don't fight the bad guys so hard you become a bad guy.
Right. But I guess what I'm saying is I want to live in a world where we can be kind and empathetic to each other even when we don't agree. And also, I recognize that things are hard and that it's scary out there right now. And I just hope that we can try to find a way for this not to pull us apart even more.
Whatever happens, when Tyler Robinson is convicted, his family turned him in.
Honestly, which I think is the right thing to do.
White, conservative, Mormon family turned him in. Because dad's police officer, right?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't read that part.
Yeah, and Tyler wrote all sorts of shit on the bullet casings, like video game references, I think.
Yeah.
But one of them, the third one was, if you read this, you are gay, LMAO.
Okay, come on, dude.
What are you, 12?
Yeah.
In 1999?
I think that does also kind of point out how big the bullets must have been then.
Yeah.
Because how do you fit all that on there?
30-06.
Oof.
It's a big bullet.
Yeah, big piece of metal.
Let's show you a 30-06 shell compared to a quarter. There you go.
Ugh,
That's
yikes.
what happened there.
I hope that people don't go and harass his family too much because it sounds like they did what they could with the information that they had.
Yeah.
And I know I said kind of the opposite thing about the 16-year-old kid. But, I mean, the big difference is that this guy's an actual adult. His family, as soon as they found out what had happened, did take steps to do the right thing.
I just realized we didn't play this. This is a video of Tyler Robinson getting a scholarship here. Check this out.
Congratulations, you have been selected to receive the Resident Presidential Scholarship from Utah State University. The value of this scholarship is approximately $32,000. This scholarship is available for 4 years or 8 semesters.
Right. Well, and you know what's interesting? So he did end up going there for 1 semester, took a leave of absence, and then never went back. But it just illustrates all this life lost to hate, you know, on both sides.
I just hope when this alleged perpetrator is convicted, that we cringe shame him as much as possible, like we are doing with
the Brian
Koberger. Have you seen these photos?
Okay, I will say, I think that this could be something we could all bond over a little bit.
Bro.
Yeah.
Brush your teeth.
Yes.
Brush those rows of corn. What the hell?
I do kind of think that should be part of our criminal justice system, is not only do you get convicted and have to spend time in jail, but also we're going to go through all your pictures and all your selfies and find the cringiest, most awful ones, and then we're going to roast you.
You get what you deserve.
Yeah. Yeah, the one with the pants. Like I think he's like trying on a new pair of jeans and they don't look good on him at all. And it's like, how did you walk out of the store wearing those?
That, and honestly, so those are fun. Convicted criminal photos are fun to
roast. To read,
and also,
to read them to filth.
Also, billionaire photos.
Yes.
Old Elon Musk, old Jeff Bezos photos.
Yeah. You
know what I'm
deserve
saying?
to get taken down a notch. Okay, if you have billions of dollars and you can have everything you want all the time, I also think that we got to balance those scales a little bit by roasting you too.
How about a couple of palate cleansers?
Please, for the love of all things holy, that would be really nice.
How about this Idaho license plate?
Yes.
6-7. Are we doing it right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, like, I'm so sick of the brain rot that kids are just like they're just repeating it, just regurgitating it all day, every day. And it's like, it means nothing. You know, and if you ask this kid, where did it start? They don't know. They just heard their friends saying it. That's it.
Yeah. We were all quoting Napoleon Dynamite 20 years. Your mom goes to college.
Yeah.
And we thought we were hilarious.
Yeah, but also Napoleon Dynamite is not brain rot. How dare you?
Tina, come get your dinner, you fat lard.
No, that is just peak comedy.
Whatever I want to do. Gosh. Okay. And then, here's something I should have done a couple episodes ago. My good buddy, Sean Ross. Mm-hmm. He is a guru from the radio and records industry and the research industry. He's a research god. Mm-hmm. He did name the song of the summer this year, and I missed it.
Oh, no. What was
Huntrix Golden.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that makes perfect sense.
We're going up, it's our moment.
Give it up!
Yeah.
For K-pop Demon Hunters. And the unusual thing about this particular song was that it was a song that came out after Memorial Day.
Right.
Usually the song of the summer has to come out before Memorial Day in order to chart.
Right. Well, but with the power of the internet now.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah, it could come out the last day of summer and still be the song of summer.
And it hockey sticks. So.
Yeah, crazy.
Put that in your head. Put that earworm back in your head.
Right. It does kind of make you wonder if it could win like the best original score at like the Oscars or something.
I wonder.
I mean, wouldn't that be sick?
We're dedicated to having fun here on IFAF, just like we're dedicated to serving you when it's time to sell your home. Mike helps Idaho. And when it's time to make your move, we can help you too.
We know Idaho Falls and we know the current real estate market. We'll guide you through the process with ease and confidence. And we're backed and brokered by Keller Williams Realty East Idaho.
When it's time to sell your home, make your move with Mike Helps Idaho. Link in post.
Ladies, go thrifting at Elsie's Closet Upscale Resale, Idaho Falls' only thrift store just for women.
Right now, save on blouses, sweaters, dresses, boots, and jewelry, knit cardigans, layering pieces, and bags. And now featuring Bumble and Bleat soapery.
Elsie's Closet. Find trendy, sustainable fashion that's budget-friendly. Look for the pink sign downtown on A Street. It's not just a stop at the thrift, it's a whole vibe.
Do you want to feed your family locally raised beef? Right now, Virgin River Land and Cattle Company is offering 25-pound ground beef bundles to grill for your family.
You can have your very own farm-to-table experience. Find Virgin River Land and Cattle Company on Facebook. New customers use promo code IFAF to save 15% on your first purchase.
Virgin River Land and Cattle Company proudly ships to 5 states: Idaho, Utah, Montana, Oregon, Wyoming, and Nevada. Who would you rather rely on for your Idaho Falls fiber internet service? An out-of-state company or the best local choice, QuickNet?
Right now, get QuickNet's Crazy Fast 250 service for $37 a month, or their Crazy Fast Gig service for $49 a month.
Unlimited data, no setup fee, no term contract, net neutrality, and hometown-friendly support. For Idaho Falls Fiber, choose QuickNet. New customers use code IFAF to save 15% on your first 3 months.
Do you love Idaho Falls as much as we do? Show it with a unique homegrown hometown tee from Teton T-shirts.
Including these cool vintage versions of the Civic Auditorium, the West Bank, and the Water Tower, our famous potato sack design, and the classic I Heart IFT. Check out TetonT-shirts.com. These exclusive designs aren't available in gift shops.
Head to TetonT-shirts.com, link in post. Created in Idaho Falls for Idaho Falls.
Can you believe we are the longest running podcast about Idaho Falls?
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Idaho Falls, IFAF.
Wow.
And
Long
should I-
podcast, short song.
Yeah. Should I mention we're the only podcast that's ever been made about Idaho Falls? So.
That's all right.
A few from here.
Yeah.
I have started a list. One last follow-up. I have started a list of, see if I can get this straight, podcasts that have been promoted by the local news that have started since we've started ours.
Okay.
And we'll just see how they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know a couple of them, both from Local News 8, started and stopped already.
Right.
There was one with the TV weatherman, the morning guy there, and he called it the show after the show. I think it lasted from May to December and scrapped it.
That's not a terrible run, honestly.
And then there was the we interview clients and think it's a podcast.
Sure.
And that lasted 7 episodes, and I think that's being generous. Okay. It got heavy in here. It got dark. The rainy season is over.
Yeah.
And we're back to our usual shenanigans.
Yes. Let's have a little levity.
Let's play this video here. This is a surprise for Karley. She hasn't seen this yet.
The chief should have choked him. We got to choke every ginger in town. We can't have gingers run around Sarah Rita. You know, we can't have gingers. We can't have people with a camera. You put a ginger with a camera, we need to get him out of here. We can't have any of them gingers. And that's basically all I got to say. All gingers should be thrown out of Sarah Rita. Sarah Rita is not the place for gingers. So if we can throw out all the gingers and bring in more people like Chief Nolan, he knows what to do with gingers. We saw. He knows how to handle gingers. And that's how you got to handle gingers, is you put them in a headlock and you throw them to the ground and you break their camera. He had a 4K camera. None of us in Tucson can afford a 4K camera. We have to use 1080 or 720. But he had a 4K camera. You got to break that camera. You can't let anybody with nice cameras like that around Sarah Rita, especially in the police department. So I thank you for what your chief did, and we need more people like him. We need more people in Sarah Rita to choke out gingers. Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Mark.
What did we ever do to you?
What the hell, Tucson?
Yeah, that was. I love the thank you at the very end. That was funny.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
Please don't shoot us.
Oh, yikes.
I talked to my brother who lives in Tucson twice today because it's my birthday.
Yeah, of course.
And he called me once to say happy birthday. I called him because I had a question about
An upcoming
nuclear
part.
reactors,
Yeah.
which we'll get to here in just a second. Good
Yeah.
Lord. We're doing a great job. If our consultant was listening, he'd be like, great job on the teases this episode.
Yes.
You really give him a reason to keep listening.
Right.
Anyway, I don't know exactly the context, but I do know that video has, I think we barely got it before it got scrubbed from the internet forever.
Oh, funny.
You know how they even Idaho Falls City Council meetings are all recorded now.
Yes. Uh-huh.
That was one. I don't know who the hell that guy was. I think it was a Tucson Town Square meeting.
Uh-huh.
And the context is a YouTuber by the name of Jason Freeman claims he was choked out by the chief of police in Swaharita, Arizona.
I love that.
Wait, hang, I'm so sorry. Because I've been given a lot of shit lately for my mispronunciation.
You're good.
Let's try that again. Swaharita, Arizona. It's not Swaharita.
Okay.
Swaharita, Arizona.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I will say, I do think it's really interesting that he latched onto an immutable physical characteristic about this person to be
Right.
mad about rather than like YouTubers in general. Because I feel like most people would be like, these damn YouTubers, but he's like, these damn gingers.
He certainly is typifying people based on their physical appearance.
Right.
And he doesn't seem too happy about them.
No, he does not.
Maybe his soul was stolen by one.
Yeah. Just weird, dude.
Next, a question out of Rigby. What's this mystery bug?
Kind of reminds me of those like seasonal pictures you get of spiders around the house where people are like, is this a hobo or is it a black, not a black widow?
Hobo or wolf spider?
Yeah, right.
is
Those
usually-
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I mean, it's about hobo season too.
It is. Oh,
Hobo season actually started a while
hate
ago,
hobo
but I
season.
wouldn't know because I completely did my perimeter. Man.
I know. You did good. You did good. Do you remember though, just earlier this year, we saw that big hobo in your room?
One spider.
Oh,
Did see
spooky.
one spider.
Gross.
And that's
Hated
when
it.
I sprayed the hell out of my perimeter again.
I don't blame you.
For a second time.
Brilliant.
So this mystery bug, they said we had this bee, hornet, wasp, or whatever it is at my son's house yesterday. Does anyone know what this devil bug is?
It does look like a devil bug.
Couple of possibilities. If you're just listening, it's got that black and yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Right.
The ring around the tail with a big old long looking stinger thing.
Right.
What do you call that? There's a name for
Thorax?
omnipod or ovipositor? Something like that. Anyway, someone said, is it a pigeon tremix? Large non-stinging horntail wasp? To me, though, I don't know. It looks a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't quite look like that to me either.
Yeah, to me, it looks more like this, a giant wood wasp,
Ugh,
which makes a noisy buzz when flying.
crazy.
It's a wood-boring insect that can't sting, and fun fact, isn't actually a wasp.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
But I would like to point out that this guy has a very good point here that some bugs do just look particularly evil.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like they're just spooky and creepy looking and I don't like them.
right. I always am sort of heartbroken when you find out that the scary bugs are really, those are the nice guys. And you
know.
You need to keep them around. Like those mosquito eaters that look like flying daddy long legs.
Yes. Oh, I hate those things.
They're great for
Yes.
controlling like other smaller pests.
Yeah. But they're so scary looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like cat face spiders. Like they're so big and they're like, I don't know. I don't like the shape of them.
Yeah.
And yet they're really good for other pest control. So
I don't like their face.
I know, which is funny because they sound like they'd be cute. Like, okay, jumping spiders, adorable. Those ones you'd think would be a cat. That's what I would call a cat-faced spider because he looks like he could be a little cat.
Yeah.
You know? The other ones, no, terrifying. Hate them.
So, what is it? September, mid-September? Mm-hmm. This is the first sign of the holidays are coming. Holidays are coming.
You know what? You don't need to egg it on. It will get here eventually.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to spoopy season though.
Yeah, let's get through
I've got to get my costume
spoopy
together.
season first.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Have we talked about? What are we going to?
I don't know yet. Oh, well,
Because we didn't
did
go
that
to
last year.
Retro X.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, but we did do that last year.
Right.
Okay,
We'll
right.
figure something out.
Figure
We'll
something
come up. We'll
Okay.
come up with something good.
Anyway, you remember how for the last two holiday seasons, there was that miracle box in Brolam's in Ammon.
Yes.
And how last year we finally figured out it was brothers Mark and Curtis Johnson, and they started the Bearing the Light Foundation. Mm-hmm. Because you see, what happened is the church, yes, the church, the LDS church, has the Light the World giving machines.
Right.
That they put up in, I don't know, probably the biggest, most populous places. I don't know, but I'm guessing New York, Tokyo, Paris, Milan, all the places with panache,
Right,
London,
right.
Minsk,
Minsk.
Berlin. I don't know, Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Right, like
cool places like that. I get it.
Dubai.
Maybe even some like LA and New York up in there.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
did I forget those? Chicago.
Yeah, there we go.
Where they didn't put them was, in their backyard, in the Mormon corridor.
Right. See, I think that they got half of the equation right by putting them in really populous places, but they also need to look at highly Mormon population places.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So anyway, they finally are doing that. The Light the World giving machines coming to Eastern Idaho. Oh, I'm reading a news article, obviously, because no one calls it that. Sorry, let's try that again. Coming to East Idaho. Be introduced in Idaho Falls this November and December. Basically what it is it's a vending machine for charity.
Yeah. You get to go up, you get to buy a thing, and then that money goes to the charity that you have assigned that money to.
A great idea
Brilliant.
that should have been here 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, and also,
I don't get that. When they roll things out to certain markets in a weird order.
right.
That's something that's up there, Karley, with inconsistent branding for me.
Yes.
That's
fair.
Yeah.
Well, and I will say too, it does feel a little behind the times anyway, because don't you just go on the internet and do that now?
Yeah. I mean, cute idea, great for a viral thing.
Right.
I mean, it only comes around once a year, so it's still fresh at that time. Anyway, you've been dying to know what the Firth kid did to go viral. Here it is.
A real person?
No, he's fake.
No.
Andy, what's wrong?
Because Donald Trump a real person.
Yes, Donald Trump is a real person.
I feel you, buddy.
Maybe that kid did see his 9/11 address and worry about his face a little.
Look, some things are objectively funny, and I'm going to say that is.
Oh, absolutely.
And the kid, unless that's a really well acted skit, I mean, my bullshit meter, I think, is pretty well adjusted. It's
Right.
pretty high. And I hate that most of my internet experience is watching poorly conceived, poorly written, poorly acted skits. That's what it's turned into.
Yeah.
Used to be cat memes. I liked it then.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, unless this is staged, and it doesn't look to me like it is.
No, it doesn't.
Where has the kid gotten his opinion of Trump?
Right.
Probably from the parents.
Probably.
So, I get that it's funny, but also these parents have been talking shit about Trump. The kid finds out he's real.
Right.
And feels threatened and or traumatized.
Based
or
on the conversations that he's overheard.
some emotion that requires crying about it.
Right.
To me, it's not child abuse.
No.
But it's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing,
It just
parents?
reminds you that you got to be careful even when you don't think your kid's listening. Now, that being said, we don't know that that's what happened. Maybe
We don't.
Maybe they were watching The Apprentice and the kid saw him say, "You fired," too many times, and it just scared him, and he thought he was like a scary guy who was going to fire him.
At that point, I would just question your choice of television.
Right. Now, that being said, did you see that video of Elon Musk's kid saying kind of rude things to Trump?
Yeah, and we don't know if it's real or if somebody
Right, or if somebody
inserted
kind of modulated the
Oh yeah, I mean,
sound
it's
in it
so
or
easy
something.
to AI the shit out of
Right.
something these days.
Right.
I'm not sure, like, honestly, from this point forward, if I'm going to trust video anymore.
I don't blame you.
I mean, deep fakes were a thing that were becoming more and more realistic a couple of years ago. When we've had 2 years of AI.
Yeah.
So,
It's crazy. But anyway,
But it looks like the kid says something like,
shush your mouth and you're not the real president.
yeah, or not my
something
president.
like that. No, I think he said you're not really president or something,
okay.
which makes you wonder if maybe he also overheard conversations.
I'm pretty sure that the next thing we're about to show you is real. Say hello to, no kidding, surfing in southern Utah. think this is real.
Right. You know what it reminds me of a lot? It reminds me of the Righteous Gemstones when they build the resort down in Florida. Mm-hmm. Like that same kind of, because I think it's also
Same
something,
energy.
well, and I think it's also something like Zion in the title or something.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Yeah, we'll tell you next episode when we finally remember. But yeah, it kind of has some of those same vibes to it. And can I just say, seems like a bad idea if it is real.
I just checked Zion's Landing.
Oh, right.
And I was going to say Zion's Landing, but I was thinking of Angel's Landing, I think.
So you were not sure if you were right? That makes sense. I get that.
I've got a buddy who's hiked that a couple of times. But this is Zion's Shores. It's a housing development in southern Utah.
Uh-huh.
They're just starting construction. They're just, I think, as I understand it, breaking ground right now in Washington, Utah.
Yeah.
For an innovative luxury surf community. Literally, guys, if you don't know southern Utah, in the middle
in the desert
of the fucking desert.
Yeah. Honestly, it just seems like it's going to be a bitch to maintain.
3 next generation surf pools, luxury, modern waterfront waterfront properties,
Pool front.
exclusive access to a 9-acre lagoon. Does this seem irresponsible to anyone else?
Yes.
In terms of usage of water?
Right? Thank you. And not only that, but also just trying to maintain this and keep it up and running. The HOA fees are going to be insane. Like, I guarantee you, half of them aren't going to work most of the time anyway.
Is Utah trying to become the new Dubai?
I guess.
This has been a very Utah-centric episode. Have you noticed that?
It has, yeah.
Especially when we're hearing that the new AI data centers are requiring, like, I mean, I've seen at least 2 or 3 headlines, I believe, about different AI data centers in different parts of the country that have sprung up. And where they have sprung up, the neighboring communities have run out of water.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Are we sure we want to do this?
It seems really dumb to me.
I know Utah does get a lot of water right from the Colorado River, not from us.
Yeah.
Because our Snake River kind of goes down to southern Idaho and then back up through Boise to Lewiston and empties out into the Columbia in Washington state. I'm fascinated by that. And I mean, obviously, best of luck, you guys. But
I want to see exactly what their plans are here to keep this working and nice. And
I've got the big doubt with an X meme in my mind right now.
Right.
Especially considering I literally just got this from my brother because he was sending me information on what we're about to talk about. The U.S. power demand from AI data centers could increase more than 30-fold from 4 gigawatts in 2024, which is our demand now, to 123 gigawatts by 2035.
Holy guacamole.
30-fold in 11 years, and we're already running out of water, I hear.
Yeah, that's just scary.
But no, let's build an oceanfront, more than 400 miles away from the ocean, by the way.
Right.
You know what? Maybe it's all this generational wealth is about to be handed down from the boomers to their. And I'm hearing too, right, that AI is going to make things so cheap. Because honestly, think about it. When
I hope so.
I was thinking about this, and I posed this question on my Facebook page, and I said, "Look, okay, so Elon Musk, smartass that he is starting up Macro Hard, which is his answer to Microsoft."
Just so dumb. You know, it reminds me of Maxi Golf in the new Happy Gilmore movie.
Yeah. You mean golf? Mm-hmm. It's like miniature golf on a grander scale.
Right.
Anyway, so that got me thinking, well, God, if you can just ask AI to create your own operating system, how long will it be before you can say, all right, AI, my own personal AI on my desktop, create me your version, your own open source free version of the entire Adobe suite of tools for creative. So I don't have to, because, everything's a subscription now.
Yes, which makes me so angry.
Why will we need that when AI can just create our own suite of software?
Right.
Maybe almost every single time we need it. Mm-hmm. Now, that's a few years away, I predict.
Right.
But it could happen. And then at that point, you're just having it automate. You're like just telling, it'd be cool if you could do this, run with it.
Honestly, as soon as you said that Adobe thing, I immediately thought people could sit there and be like, okay, AI, go ahead and make me a new episode of The Office.
That's the prediction. Well, and that's something that I predicted not too long before VEO3 even came out.
Yeah.
Is, all right, I want to see the same characters
With the
in
same
similar
tone,
situations,
yeah.
same tone in the writing, just in new situations updated for the modern age.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And things are going to be so cheap that we'll all basically have everything we want, and the government will be paying us $120,000 a year. Some pretty wild predictions. I don't know how soon they're supposed to come true.
Yeah, I don't know about those.
That's just what we hear. All right. This is the perfect launching pad into our next stop, which is a buddy texts me this video and says, why is the INL suddenly doing thirst trap videos? How's that for a tease? But seriously, check this out.
I'm here at Idaho National Laboratory, and I'm about to go into a very special place. The country's hottest hot cell. It's the hottest because it's the newest one. What is a hot cell? Well, a hot cell is a little room where they play and experiment with super radioactive stuff. What's really cool is that once they put radioactive stuff inside of the cell, people cannot go in because it's very radioactive. So me being able to go in there right now is super special. This is very cool because obviously the walls are all protected, and even this window pane is 4 feet thick. So even though this room is extremely radioactive, if you're standing right outside of it, you're totally safe. So the people outside would be using these robotic arms to pick up different radioactive materials and manipulate them, move them around, and conduct tests on them.
Okay, and so that's a little sensationalistic.
Right.
Not necessarily a thirst trap, but it's not every day you see a really attractive woman talking about nuclear reactors and nuclear power.
Sure, absolutely. And you got to respect that, they recognize that pretty people can help promote things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything deserves a pretty spokesperson.
Yes, I agree.
Which is why we have Karley on the show. Anyway, she's ISO dope.
Right.
Get the pun? The world's first nuclear influencer.
Yeah. So she's kind of neat. She's from Brazil. Basically, the whole reason that she even got into this was that the wildfires down there made her a bit of a climate activist, and she believes that the best way to help combat climate change is nuclear energy.
And I'm all for it.
I think it's cool, man.
Being here in East Idaho at the home of the world's first nuclear reactor.
Right.
And the first city in the world powered by nuclear energy, we have the benefit of talking to lots of INL employees, especially when they need to buy or sell a home.
Right.
Mike Helps Idaho, brokered by Keller Williams Realty, East Idaho. Call us if you're on the bus to the site right now, listening to this podcast, or maybe coming back.
Yeah.
and we can help you with that. But anyway, yeah, I mean, a couple of the engineers I've talked to are like, dude, you wouldn't believe how. Now, look, when it's not safe, it fails on a monumental level.
Right.
On a global scale. The reactor in Japan and, of course, Chernobyl, the big ones.
Right.
There's one more that I can't recall right now. But, well, yeah, 3 Mile Island, right? The big meltdown there here in America. But
let's not think too much about it.
Right. But when it does work, it is super safe. And like the windmills, I don't know. He told me how inefficient those are.
Oh, yeah.
And how...
That's a bummer.
But there's fewer people afraid of wind than are afraid of splitting atoms.
Which I do kind of get.
Totally get.
Because, I mean, that sounds like alchemy.
Right. Anyway, Isabel Bomecki, sorry for the mispronunciation that I'm sure I just made, visited the INL. They posted this at the nation's nuclear lab this week for a tour exploring where the next generation of nuclear reactors will be tested.
I think it's kind of dope.
Inside a hot cell. Is it isodope?
And can I just say, too, I think that Idaho kind of gets a bad rap. Like, I think a lot of people think that we're a little, like, rustic and Western and stuff like that. And to an extent, we are.
Yeah.
But also...
In Mud Lake...
Right.
Yeah.
But also, Idaho has been at the forefront of technology, baby. Where TV was born, mofo. You know?
That's true. Go to Rigby. They got a whole museum about it.
Yeah. Just saying. I think it's kind of cool. And maybe we know a little bit about what we're doing up here.
And maybe now's a good time to bring up ALO Atomics, a company that's building fully modulated nuclear plants to power for modern AI data centers. Ding, ding, ding.
Crazy.
Signed a deal with Idaho Falls Power that sets the stage for the deployment of 7 factory-built ALO 1 reactors totaling 75 megawatts of power generation. Now, you know, megawatt is 1,000,000 watts.
Mm-hmm.
So what did we say about is that part of the, and I think those reactors, are like 10 years out or something, right?
Yeah.
Some number of years out, 123 kilowatts by 2035. Well, shit, I think that's
about the same.
That would do it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway. Wow.
Freaking crazy, man.
I think that's scary, man. Idaho Falls is going to be the place to be for a long time to come.
Right.
So it has been an insanely video loaded and Utah focused show.
Yeah.
Look, we let the news decide what happens on this show.
Sure.
And this is just what it's been.
Yeah. And it's been crazy is what it's been.
Including this. Where's the nerdiest mall in America? Let's find out.
This might be the nerdiest mall in America. Welcome to the Provo Town Center Mall, once the home of Forever 21, Aeropostale, and all of the usual suspects. But as the retail giants moved out, something very different moved in. Now this dying mall is thriving in the weirdest possible way. The nerds moved in. There's a kawaii Japanese import store, a leathersmith, a full-on dragon store, and more tabletop gaming shops than you'd ever expect in Utah. On Sundays, people gather here to play extreme capture the flag across the entire mall. And yes, the mall actually holds the Guinness World Record for the largest game of Dungeons & Dragons ever played. And on some select Saturdays, the mall transforms into a pop-up K-pop festival. Vendors set up merch tables and fans gather to dance in the halls and gush about their favorite idols. This is not at all what I imagined the fall of late-stage capitalism would look like. But honestly, when Forever 21 goes bankrupt, the furries move in. And somehow there's something beautiful about it. A mall that was supposed to die instead became a place where people found community, creativity, and a little bit of chaos. So, what do you think? Is this weird or slowly becoming a destination shopping experience for those nerdily inclined? My 14-year-old self would have loved it. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Honestly, hilarious.
Her comments, not ours.
Right. And I've actually been there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I remember, so I went there with my mom. We were just walking around. We were actually looking for like Christmas gifts and stuff for people while we were there. Specifically, my brother, who is a nerd. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. And the whole time we were like, oh man, Tyson would love this.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd love this. Oh, he'd love this. It was really funny. And I didn't even like connect how nerdy it all was. I just was like, oh yeah, they've got a lot of like the same stuff in here. I actually ended up buying something from that Drawing Dragons place.
Okay.
It's hanging on my gallery wall.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a super cool mall. I had a great time there. And I also ran into that one, a really weird mannequin I sent you. The one that looked like it was pregnant and it was floating and it had vines on it. It was weird. Yeah, there was some...
I don't remember that.
Oh, I know I sent it to you,
Okay.
but it was weird. It was a weird picture, so I don't blame you for trying to erase it from your mind.
Maybe that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a really cool mall.
Oh, and I mapped it. If you want to take a trip, it's only 262 miles away. 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
From right now, you could be at America's nerdiest mall, Provo Town Center.
Yeah, you dork.
That's cool. And finally, the inspiring true story of a kid who's just crazy, insane. Here's the headline. Teen sets record in Utah's Wasatch Mountains. Okay.
Okay.
36 miles. It's like an endurance thing.
Jeez, that's already a lot.
21 peaks in 35 hours. And here's the most, I don't even know if this is the most incredible part. At 15 years old.
Holy crap. Did they just like give him Monster Energy and like watch him go?
Yeah, okay. Now, who's pulled an all-nighter and then an all-next dayer?
Oh, the worst. I get so nauseous when I don't sleep.
Right? That's 35 hours,
Yeah.
right? When you're up for 18 hours and then you go for another 18. That's
Yeah.
about,
That's
okay.
nuts.
So first, when you're going, okay, what the hell is this? Let's tell you about the Wasatch Ultimate Ridge Link Up, which is the WURL. Okay, that's cute. Yeah. Created in 2004 by Jared Campbell, it is roughly 36 miles, 18,000 feet of elevation gain, and summits 21 peaks. Here's the map.
Crazy.
Kid did it. Okay, at 15, Jesse Zurinskas became the youngest person to complete Utah's toughest mountain challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Been all about the Utah mountains.
Wow.
Angels Landing and now this.
That's impressive. You know, though, I almost feel like this is something that you probably would be better off doing younger in life.
Yeah,
you know?
right?
Because, like, for example, when I was a kid, I could, stay up all night and go the next day and be fine.
Yeah.
As an adult, absolutely not. I would completely disintegrate. It would be the worst,
There have been a couple of times in the last 2 years before we really got into a stride with this show where my schedule I was like, I had to cram and stay up until the episode was published at 3 or 4 in the morning.
Rough.
And that damn near killed me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, what the? I'm not 20 anymore.
I'm just impressed by this kid, though.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we hope we're not patronizing you, Jesse.
No.
But you are technically a minor child.
Right.
Who could beat all of our asses in an endurance challenge. Jesse, want to make sure I get your name right. Zurinskas of Utah. You are IFAF this week because, it's been a Utah-tastic episode.
Yeah.
Utah-tastic episode. Crisp high five. 21 finger gun salute. And chef's kiss.
To you for going and going and going and going.
21 peaks. 36 miles. Unbelievable. Well, let's wrap it up with what's coming up.
Well, first and foremost, this is the last weekend for the Parade of Homes. So if you like looking through houses, I would say definitely go. It's very fun. Plus, sometimes they have cookies, so that's cool. The link for that is in the post. This Friday, September 19th, the Idaho Falls Zoo is having their masquerade ball. I love this event. It's one of my favorites of the year. Now, it is 21 and up because they do serve wine and beer there, or I think just wine. Anyway, they serve alcohol.
I think so.
Yes.
I think.
But you get to dance, sip, mingle, and of course, go look at all the critters. That's going to be going on from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. Last admission is at 8 p.m. So don't be too late.
Does that include the 2 lions that a news source in a trust still hasn't done a story on?
Oh, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Also, this Saturday, September 20th, from 6:30 to 8:30, Himalayan Flavor is going to have some sitar music with Wade Evans.
I'm so glad you brought this up because if you have never been in a room with a live sitar, it is... You know how I've talked about wanting to be a sonic tourist in some regards? It's something you have to experience. You have to. You have to, dude. You got to hear it. It's incredible.
It's really cool.
The sound that can come out of this thing is huge. And hat tip to Kevin in Manhattan. You thought we forgot about you, didn't you, buddy? Haven't mentioned you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot second, huh?
His brother, Steve, had a sitar. I'm not getting you confused with anybody, am I? I think so.
You're probably right.
Anyway.
I mean, frankly, of all the people to have a brother who would play the sitar, it would be Kevin.
You got to hear this. It really is amazing.
Plus, the food there is equally amazing, if not maybe even better, because it's so great.
Get the tikka masala pizza.
Oh, the tikka masala pizza. And then last but not least, Saturday, September 20th, the first day of the You Pick Red Barn. Their new season, always exciting. Can't wait to see how it goes for them. All your favorite fall activities and some new ones. Plus, they're going to have seasonal treats, farm fresh snacks. Always a good, fun thing to do with the fam.
We think.
We're hoping.
Oh, and also PB and Gay. We don't know if that's happening in Blackfoot still, but we heard that if you DM Idaho Falls Pride, you can get the location on that. If it's still happening.
Yes, which I would hope it would be because it does sound incredibly fun.
It does. And, with a name like PB and Gay.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
God. If you see that sandwich, you're gay, LMAO. Okay.
Oof. Oof.
No?
I don't know.
What
I don't
a
know
way
about that one.
End things.
Man, we were so light and so fresh.
Blame it on the ani. The late night caffeine. That's our show. Stay fresh. Cheese bags. Go get 'em, Tiger.
Be kind to critters.
We got to choke every ginger in town. We can't have gingers running around Sarah Rita. You know, we can't have gingers. We can't have people with a camera. You put a ginger with a camera, we need to get them out of here. We can't have any of them gingers. And that's basically all I got to say.
IFAF.